Welcome to the Nevis newscast for Tuesday, September 30th, 2025. I'm Donis Wilkinson Keynes. The Honorable Janelle Nisbet is urging the island's residents to cooperate with the Nevis Solid Waste Management Authority as it executes a project to dispose of derelict vehicles and white goods on the island. She made the call during her statement as Minister of Health at the Thursday, September 25th sitting of the Nevis Island Assembly.
I also want to shed some light on a new project that we are executing now at the Solid Waste Management Corporation. That is our scrap metal project. We have partnered to bring in a baler that is able to crush the white goods that we have there, a lot of the old vehicles, a lot of the fridge, those type of items, and those will be crushed, compacted, and shipped out of the island. That is the first phase of the project. We will also be advancing back into the community where we will be trying another cleanup activity to get a lot of the derelict vehicles off of the streets, out of abandoned properties, because these vehicles are vectors for rodents. They are also places where criminal elements hide drugs, guns, different contrabands, Madam President. So we're asking the general public to cooperate when we reach out in order to clear their areas of these different goods, Madam President. It is an all-of-society approach, and I just want to be able to encourage all of us to do our part.
Minister of Health, the Honorable Janelle Nisbet. The Honorable Spencer Brand, Nevis's Minister of Communications, Works, Water Services, Physical Planning and Environment, says he is hopeful that his recent attendance at the Caribbean Infrastructure Forum will bear fruit. Minister Brand was a distinguished featured speaker on a panel which addressed infrastructure as a driver of economic growth.
I believe, Madam President, that I was able to make the case and make the argument about Nevis and, by extension, the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis' thrust and desire as we seek to develop our geothermal resource. I believe, Madam President, that I was able to make the connection between energy, water security, food security, and also an improvement in our healthcare. Some persons, Madam President, at that forum was kind of taken aback that how little Nevis and St. Kitts are thinking about geothermal energy. But, Madam President, I believe that they were even more interested as to how we can use renewable energy to improve our water security, our food security, and by extension, our health security. And I believe that that created, Madam President, some interest, created quite a bit of interest actually, and I think that the General Forum sought to engage as to exactly what it is that St. Kitts and Nevis are doing.
He was also on a panel which focused on tackling water infrastructure challenges with fresh solutions.
And we looked, Madam President, at the perennial problem of non-revenue water throughout the region. Again, we looked at desalination, and we looked at how we can create some innovative financial solution when it comes to water infrastructure. And again, Madam President, I stressed on the point that when the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis achieve its geothermal, then our water sector can see a significant boost. We can also see a significant boost in our food production. And I am also a strong believer, Madam President, that if you have water security and have food security, then I am persuaded that there can be a significant improvement in our healthcare delivery on the island of Nevis.
During the September 25th sitting of the Nevis Island Assembly, Minister Brand also reported on meetings he had on the sidelines of the Caribbean Infrastructure Forum.
I took the opportunity to spread the Nevis message, as we would say. I met with a representative from an English company. I believe it's well known to the island of Nevis, a company called Lagan, or Lagan as some people would call it. And I explained to them, Madam President, that we are presently engaging with our airport expansion project. I believe that the gentleman was very keen, so I wouldn't be surprised if the Premier and the PS may soon receive some correspondence because he was very interested in that project. Madam President, I also met with 2 members from the British Council, one stationed in Trinidad and one who is the representative for the Export Finance USA, Mexico, and the Caribbean, and get them interested, Madam President, to look to some of these smaller islands when it comes to financing package. I also met with a group from the UN Ops, Madam President, who are responsible for Latin America and the Caribbean region. And again, Madam President, try to sell the message and try to sell the region. I am hopeful and I am confident, Madam President, that all of these meetings will bear some fruit, that they will begin to look to the Caribbean, to small island developing states. And I was, Madam President, under no illusion. I've said to them and explained to them that our small island developing states does not necessarily have the capacity to take on large loans. I was speaking grant and grant funding.
The Honorable Spencer Brand. Still to come?
First camera I bought in 1989, I started to wonder what should I do with it, because at that time I think it was only Vincent Hobson and Errol Pemberton who had video cameras on Nevis.
We'll give you the details after this break.
Greetings everyone. I am the Honorable Spencer Brand, Minister with responsibility for communications, public works, water services, physical planning and environment, disaster management, post and labor in the Nevis Island Administration. I am indeed delighted to offer congratulations to the Nevis International Financial Services industry. Government revenue generated from this industry has made significant contribution to the development of our island over the past 4 decades, and we expect that the revenue will continue to ensure that our island continue to develop. Infrastructure such as roads, electricity, and water have seen remarkable improvement over the last 4 decades. I wish to embrace the success of the Nevis International Financial Services industry, which has redounded to the success of the livelihoods of the people of Nevis. Happy 40th anniversary and congratulations.
Welcome back. For his sterling contribution to nation building and his vital role in the island's perpetual progress, sportscaster Curtis Morton has been recognized with the Nevis Island Administration's 42nd Independence Award. The award was presented by Deputy Governor General Her Honor Hailita Liburd at Government House. Assistant Secretary in the Premier's Ministry, Sherna Brown, read a brief profile of Curtis Morton.
For many years, Mr. Curtis Morton has been active in the communities of Nevis, capturing sporting activities and several other events via video. He has been a pioneer in his field, as not many video cameras were owned by Nevisians when Mr. Morton started his career in what we would call sports journalism. Mr. Morton has also made his mark in the sporting arena by being one of the first to organize a sports award ceremony to honor the Sportsman and Woman of the Year in 1994. Mr. Curtis Morton was also instrumental in the formation of the Female Cricket League, a very successful cricket league. The Nevis Island Administration thanks Mr. Morton for his contribution to community service.
Curtis Morton is the host of the long-running programs Sports Menu and NTV Sports Page on Nevis Television.
When I bought my camera, the first camera I bought in 1989, just prior to Hurricane Hugo, and I started to wonder what should I do with it, because at that time I think it was only Vincent Hobson and Errol Pemberton who had video cameras on Nevis. And I thought, those guys were doing it for weddings and stuff. I think I should do something different. And because I love sports, I started to record sporting events, cut off a lot of heads, eh? And so sometimes you just have feet running and no head. But eventually, I got better at it, and as was indicated, you know, people appreciated, especially the folks who worked at Four Seasons, who couldn't get to see their children run. When it was played back on TV, they'll tell me, but I really appreciate it. I didn't get to see the sports meet, but I saw it on TV. And so that motivated me. And I'm very happy that people appreciate it. And I'll continue by God's grace until I can't go any further. In conclusion, I must say thanks to God, who has given me life up to this point and given me the attitude to volunteer. And I want to say thanks to my family members, to my wife Judy, who has endured with me. There are many nights, many times I have to do a lot of taping. And actually, I must admit that she has probably even come better than me. There are times when I need some extra help, she can use the camera as well. And so I want to thank her. And I want to thank all my family members, Curtis Morton Jr., Yazzie, his wife, Elton, Larson, Alicia, and all my friends, Vernis and Nikai and all those others who came. I want to say I appreciate y'all, and I really thank you for coming.
Morton is among the distinguished group of 11 persons who were awarded during this year's Independence Ceremonial Parade on September 19th at the El Camido T. Willett Park. That's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, thank you for viewing. I'm Donis Wilkinson Keynes.